So, earlier today, I watched The Karate Kid Part 3, and I actually like that one. I think that's the best one other than the first. I think it's a whole lot better than Karate Kid Part 2. I don't really think they needed to make Karate Kid Part 2. It's Here's what I don't like about it. He goes to Okinawa. Fine. The only thing I like about that is Sato. Sato's a badass. He hates Mr. Miyagi. He wants to fight him to the death. And he's just a complete jerk, all right? Part I don't like about it is his number one student, a dude named Chosen, who's born and raised in Okinawa, brought up on karate. Guy was probably roundhouse kicking kids in the face from the time he could walk. He ends up fighting Daniel San in the end of part 2. And Daniel San ends up beating him with some crappy bullshit fists like this. Not even a karate move. And this dude gets his ass kicked by him. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. That one shouldn't have been made. They should have just had number 3 with Mike Barnes and Terry Silver. That should have been the sequel. Karate Kid 2, Part 3, though, that's the real deal. Mike Barnes, a complete badass. He was more of a dick than Johnny of the Cobra Kai in the first one. Then you also had Terry Silver, who's a bigger dick than John Kreese in the first one. And Kreese is in the third one, too. So, I mean, you get a trifecta of assholes in the third one. And, Daniel San. Another thing I don't like about 3, though, is he's got to defend his title, but he only has to fight in the final. You have Mike Barnes, who's fighting for the new Cobra Kai, who's got to run the gauntlet to get to Daniel. And Daniel-san only has to defend in the final. Bullshit. Ridiculous. And then he does kata at the end. How the hell does Mike Barnes not destroy him the second he starts doing this kata crap? I don't care that Mr. Miyagi says, if done right, it's indefensible. Bullshit. You're sitting there doing this and that, and you got a guy who's ready to rip your face off, but somehow you beat him by doing whatever that kata is. I don't get it. Like I said, I still like 3. 3's a good one. 2 sucks. The first, the OG, that's the good one. 3's good too. I'm not throwing shade on number 3. On number 2, however, yeah, big time shade. Did not need to make that. Another cool part of 2, though, aside from Sato, is when he karate chops the ice, Daniel-san, because if you look closely, there's a dude from Top Gun in that movie. Yeah, he's in Top Gun. He's the one who calls Daniel-san a big mouth and says, "Oh, you think you could do better?" So that's another cool thing about 2. Remember, the only 2 things that are cool about 2, because the rest of it sucked. Like I said, should have gone Karate Kid, had Mike Barnes and Terry Silver in number 2. That would have been good. But anyhow, that's my little rant on the Karate Kid. Have a good night, guys.